This one is not a close call. We did an investigation for an entire year. We put together a 170-page complaint that detailed all of our findings. That complaint alleged in detail that MindGeek, part of its business model, it wasn't just that child pornography, rape, and trafficking videos were on this site. This case is about those things, not constitutionally protected porn. They not only knew it was on the site, it was part of the business model. It was part of the business model to drive traffic to the site. And it wasn't just there. They then amplified it, wrote algorithms and playlists for people to watch more of it. And what we allege in detail in the complaint, and which the court passed on in this decision, was that Visa knew, I'll use the court's words, knew that MindGeek sites were teeming with monetized child porn, intended to help MindGeek monetize that child porn, and knowingly provided the tools to complete the crime. And with respect, so they knew. So the judge found that they were, that we had alleged that they were part of a criminal conspiracy, which is entirely different. And our case is not about whether or not credit card companies should be policing particular people's views of porn generally or guns generally. This was illegal conduct that they knew about and decided to finance by allowing it to be run over their network.
Michael, what do you think the liability should be? And there's been discussions about this online over the weekend, given the laws around child pornography in America, for folks who are on the board of Visa, for example, for the CEO of Visa, Al Kelly?
Yeah, look, I think this is, look, it's criminal liability. It is, we allege, we can't prosecute people, but the way the statute works is for us to proceed, we have to allege a violation of the Child Sex Trafficking Act. The judge found we did, and the judge found we alleged that Visa was a co-conspirator in that criminal conduct. What should the liability of the CEO and the board be? Well, let me give you these facts. This is not a situation where some lower level executives made a bad decision about this. That was the case sometime a long time ago.
Right.
But the evidence here is that they were doing business with MindGeek for over a decade. They had done the due diligence on this. It was known within Visa. It was the subject of conversations with MindGeek. Then, over the course of several years, because this was so ubiquitous, there were one high-profile case after another, including a horrible case of a 15-year-old who was kidnapped in Florida and had 50, and she was an approved model, and 58 videos of her were up there.
Michael, go ahead.
But then for a year, there was a campaign on Twitter that outed all this. Advocates and victims went to them. We went to them. Nick Kristof wrote his piece. We filed a lawsuit with all the evidence, and then they still did business. At that point, it is absolutely at the board and CEO level. And then yesterday, their statement that they disagree with these allegations are true. We didn't make them up. We investigated.
Michael, we're up against a hard break in just a moment, so I have to ask you, Al Kelly, do you believe that he should be held criminally liable for what Visa has done here, and recognizing that their defense is they should not be in the business of policing what their merchants do?
When they know that their merchants are engaged in crime, and they knew this was at the CEO and board level for at least 2 years, and they continued to do that business. So yes,